What's up, you guys? thatygokid39 here on Team Summer Pro TCG channel, and I'm here with my deck of the month. Alright guys, so here we are, the deck of the month. Sorry the quality is a little bad. I don't really have a good software for this, but I'm going to do the best I can. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump straight into it. So first we start out. We got 3 Medrots. Medrot is obviously the power card. I play 3 Boars. Boars is just one of my favorite cards. He's the search card. Dristan, he's just like your backup opening hand card. If you don't want to summon the Boars, if you need to just get rid of a face-up card, you can just summon this guy instead of your Boars. And then just be like pop, and then your Medrot will be safe for next turn. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. 3 Gawains. Pretty much all of them are actually normal monsters, and while they're on the field. So he's actually really, really good. He's versatile. 1900 meter. So he's pretty self-explanatory to have a 3. And for the OTK, by the way, as well. Well, I only will play 1 Qualchavad because I don't like drawing him almost at all. He's really mainly for the OTK and for late game. So, you know, he's still good, but just not as good as what I thought. 1 High Lonsland, just for when you need that extra level 5, and then, you know, he's just good. He makes plays happen. He searches sometimes if you really need him to. 1 Lake. I only play 1 right now. I'd like to maybe play 2. You'll see why. I'll explain that later. But yeah, 1 Lake for now because it's just the tuner and it's really good. Anyway, moving on to the spell cards. That was all for the monsters. I think there's 14 monsters. I know that seems like a low monster count, but all I draw is monsters. Yeah, the spells, I think there's like 22 spells, and that's more than the traps and monsters combined. It's kind of like the spellbook deck. So let's see. Anyway, but into the deck, or into the spells, we play 3 Destiny. Pretty self-explanatory. It's probably the best one. Just, he's there. 2 Hereditary. I think 2 Hereditary is pretty good because I like opening up with this card a lot. If I open up with this card and like if I'm facing Geargias, I open up with this card in Medrot. I feel so satisfied. Next, 2 Excalibur. This is probably actually my second favorite card. I think my favorite is actually probably our Hereditary just because I can make some pretty cool plays with it. But this one says your opponent can't target, and then you can banish this, like put another Noble Knight on top of one of your other ones. So it's just really good. Next we play 2 Gallatin. I also like opening up with this just because it makes your monsters really big. 2 Caliburn. This is honestly probably my least favorite. I used to like this one the most because I used to gain like 1,000 to 1,500 in the opening turn and 500 after that. And plus it's a 500 attack boost, but I don't know. I don't think that it's like as good as I used to think it was. Now that I've played the deck a lot and I have a lot of experience with it, it doesn't suck balls, so it's still pretty decent. Next, I think some of you guys are probably going to think I'm kind of insane, but the deck really needs this next card, and I honestly think it needs it at 3. 3-Potted Duality. This is the card in this deck that actually makes this deck a deck. For those hands that you open up with, like, oh man, I'm missing a Noble Monster, oh man, I'm missing a Noble Knight, I always open up with the Duality. You open up with Duality, and Duality just makes so many plays. I play 3 MSTs and 2 lands. You can switch this around. I find myself playing MST a lot more than Lance at this point. Lance is still really good, but it's just I don't know. I don't see myself playing Lance as much. We have 1 Rhoda, 1 Dark Hole, and 1 Foolish. This is why I wanted to play 2 Lakes, because if you open up with this and Lake, you're really sad, because this is basically only 4 Lake. And then Rhoda, 6 self-explanatory, Dark Hole, self-explanatory. Play these 4 traps. I play 1 Compulse, 1 Torrential, and then 2 Fiendish. The 2 Fiendish are actually in place of Veilers right now, and I only have 1 Veiler at this point because I traded out my other ones like an idiot. So these are in place of the Veilers. So actually, if you have Veilers, put in Veiler instead of this. Unless you like Fiendish more, which I don't personally, I would definitely put in the Veiler. I play 2 of each of the Oratorius, 2 of the rank 4 and 2 of the rank 5. Just some decks you need to pop more back row, some decks you need to pop more monsters. Next, 2 Blade Armors just for the OTK. That's self-explanatory as well. The 1-ofs we play Maestroke, Diamond Dyer, Cowboy, Papal Operative, which I'm probably going to take out for Dweller because I also do not have a Dweller at this point. Paladinimo, Black Ship, Volcasaurus, and then Tyrus. And then we have the one high Lonzlin because he's actually very summonable and he's very broken. Next, we move on to the side deck. So this is very custom to my local, so you can really make this whatever I want. But this is what works better, or what works best for me. We play 2 Maxis. Maxi is just basically for the Dragon Ruler matchup because we have a Dragon Ruler player, and then the Mermail matchup because Mermail is still something like crazy. Next, we play 2 Spell Shattering Arrow. Now, this destroys all face-up spell cards your opponent controls. So basically, this is the MST for against Fire Fists. That way, you know, while they're going off, it's just like play the Spell Shattering Arrow and then destroy their 10 key, and then they take 500 damage for each continuous face-up spell card they have. 1 Lone Night Beam. Night Beam is actually just a placer card right now because I put a second Lance in over this. I don't know why. It was kind of like this was like my filler for Lance. But now this can be anything. Like I just haven't decided anything to put in for this yet. So just put anything in for Night Beam. 1 Diffuser. Basically against frogs, against Mermail, against Boojins. That's also really good against. We have a Boojin player. I think he stopped coming, but still. Next we play 2 Fairy Wind because Fire Fist is actually probably the worst matchup for this deck at this point, besides Spellbooks, because Fate gets around everything. When you have a really big monster with 4 equip spells, you go -4 with a Fate. So, well actually you go -5. But anyway, yeah, so this, off of the topic of that deck, this is for Fire Fist. Again, it destroys all face-up spells and traps. And then it's even ones you control as well, but it's okay because they all re-equip themselves besides Excalibur. Both players take the damage for it, but still your opponent is out of spell and trap cards and you're not. Next we play 2 Imperial Iron Wall. This is also very good against the Boojin matchup and also very good against the Dragon Rulers and also very good against Spellbooks. Actually, that's the main reason why I have it is Spellbooks, because this card kind of wrecks Fate and it wrecks Priestess. It just, you know, it just does a lot of cool stuff. Next we play 2 Gozens and a Rivalry. And next we play 1 of each Drain, 1 Soul Drain, 1 Mind Drain. Again, sorry for the really bad video quality. I can tell this is not going to be very good. But yeah, play 1 of each Drain just because Dragon Rulers and Mermails, and that's it. I guess this also hurts Frogs. This also hurts Boojins again. I don't know. Boojins are really easy to side deck against, but yeah, so that's basically the deck. Alright guys, well thank you for watching my Noble Knights version 1. I'll be posting a new one. Maybe it'll be like the Rabbit version, or maybe I'll post one post Legacy of the Valiant. And we'll be back shortly with the combo video. See you later, YouTube.